Imagine stepping back in time. You're not just, looking at a grand old house, but actually feeling the luxury of America's Gilded Age.
Yeah.
Only this time, you've got a seriously good glass of wine in your hand.
Right. And the sun's setting over the Atlantic, lighting up this incredible mansion. And you're right there, tasting some rare vintage, great food around, good conversation.
It sounds almost unreal, doesn't it?
Well, the fascinating thing is, it is real. That's pretty much the experience waiting for you at the Newport Mansions Wine and Food Festival 2025. It's a chance to dive into this refined indulgence that's kind of hard to find these days.
Exactly. So today we're doing more than just a quick look. We're really taking a deep dive into what a lot of people call the crown jewel of East Coast wine events.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's not just another festival, it's coming back for its 20th anniversary, which is huge. And we want to unpack what really makes this the top tier wine and film experience year after year. This deep dive is basically your shortcut. For wine travelers, foodie couples, anyone who loves mansion history, you'll get the real magic behind it.
Right. Our mission here is to give you the essential stuff, what makes it different, what's special for the 20th anniversary, and importantly, those little insider tips so you can really make the most of this whole luxurious journey through flavor and history. Not just attend, but really experience it.
Okay, let's nail down the basics first. What exactly is this festival? Dates you need are September 19th through 21st, 2025.
Mark those calendars.
Definitely. And the setting, it's the absolutely stunning Rosecliff Mansion right there in Newport, Rhode Island.
And the focus, well, at its heart, it's about rare vintages, really carefully curated gourmet food, and this whole atmosphere of like seaside sophistication.
Sounds amazing. What are the sort of signature events people look forward to?
You've got the grand tastings on the lawn. That's a big one. There's an elegant opening wine dinner, a jazz brunch with some pretty exclusive pours, actually, and some really interesting wine seminars, too.
Okay. And tickets, what are the options there?
There are choices. You can go for VIP or general admission. Price-wise, it ranges. Maybe $125 for a single-day general admission, up to about $450 for the full VIP weekend package.
Right. And where should people look for those?
The best place is the official Newport Mansions Festival website for early access, updates, all that stuff.
A good tip.
And thinking about the overall sort of philosophy, it's not just about tasting wine. It's framed as this immersive journey. You've got the history of Rosecliff, the ocean views, that Gilded Age feeling kind of woven into everything. It really uses the setting.
So lots of festivals say they're unique, but what's the real difference here? What elevates this beyond, a standard wine tasting in a tent somewhere? What's that secret sauce?
Yeah, that's the key question, isn't it? And I think, honestly, a huge part of it is the venue itself, Rosecliff. Built in 1902, modeled after the Grand Trianon at Versailles.
Wow.
It's not just a pretty background. It feels like it's part of the event. You're literally inside this piece of living history while you're tasting.
I can just picture that. Sipping something amazing, maybe a crisp Sancerre, looking out over the Atlantic from a terrace where, Vanderbilts might have partied. It's not just the view, it's the echo of history, right?
Exactly. That connection is powerful, and it links directly to the exclusive offerings. We're talking over 100 world-class wineries.
Over 100.
Yeah, and they often bring limited releases, reserve collections, things you genuinely won't find easily elsewhere. And beyond the wine, the food is serious. Chef-led pairings, created specifically for the events. It's not just generic catering. It's proper culinary craft.
And you mentioned the Gilded Age splendor. It's not just looking at the mansion?
No. Events happen inside Rosecliff, like in the ballroom, and also out on those gorgeous grounds. So you can be strolling the lawn, looking at the ocean, glass in hand. It just elevates the whole act of tasting.
Right. It becomes an occasion.
And another really important point, I think, is the intimacy. They deliberately limit ticket sales.
Ah, okay. So it doesn't feel like a massive crowd.
Precisely. It's not just about being exclusive. It fundamentally changes how you interact. You can actually talk to winemakers without feeling rushed. You can savor each pour. It creates space for genuine appreciation.
That makes a huge difference. And I heard that intimacy might be even more special this year for the 20th anniversary. Something about new areas opening up.
Absolutely. The 20th means they're pulling out the stops. Expanded VIP experiences, for sure. And you're right, the big buzz is about exclusive access to parts of Rosecliff that weren't open in previous festivals.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a strategic move to make this anniversary edition the most spectacular one yet. A chance to see the mansion in a way people haven't before during the festival.
Okay, let's walk through the weekend then. What's the flow like? Friday, September 19th, that kicks things off.
Yep, that's the opening night elegance. It's the VIP opening reception and wine dinner.
Sounds fancy.
It is, but in a lovely way. Designed to be intimate. Think multi-course tasting dinner right inside Rosecliff's ballroom. Candlelight, marble columns. The works. You'll get premium wines, exclusive pours, chef-created bites, and often this is your best chance for those one-on-one moments with top winemakers and sommeliers. It's really a perfect setup for a romantic evening or just a very special start to the weekend.
Nice. Then Saturday, the 20th. That sounds like the main event. The grand tasting extravaganza.
That's the heart of it, yeah. The grand tasting on the lawn is an all-day thing. Over 100 vintners, top chefs, all under these elegant white tents on the grounds facing the ocean.
So lots to see and taste.
Definitely. The atmosphere is really vibrant, live music, and just this huge range of wines to sample everything from big California cabs to, say, crisp Loire Valley whites, plus food stations everywhere, cooking demos happening.
Is there an educational side, too?
Oh, yeah. There are educational seminars you could learn about, say, the terroir of a specific region, or maybe practice picking out notes like, black currant in a Bordeaux, or that classic hint of petrol you get in an aged Riesling sometimes. Really useful stuff.
Interesting. Okay, then Sunday, the 21st, wraps things up.
It does, with the jazz brunch finale. It's a sophisticated end to the weekend. Classic brunch food paired with sparkling wines, maybe some lighter reds or rosés that work well in the morning.
Nice vibe for a Sunday morning.
Totally. Smooth jazz playing that beautiful Newport morning light. It's lovely. Sunday also often has more targeted tasting seminars, maybe focusing on a specific grape or wine style.
Any tips for getting the most out of those seminars?
Yeah, actually, it can really help if you brush up on some basic wine tasting terms beforehand. Just knowing the difference between tannin and acidity or what legs mean on the glass, it just deepens your understanding and enjoyment when the experts are talking.
Good advice. So thinking about who this festival is really perfect for, who's going to find this mix of history and luxury just completely enchanting?
Well, first off, couples looking for a romantic escape. It's almost tailor-made for that, isn't it? The historic setting, the ocean, the amazing wine. It just screams romance.
Yeah, I can see that. We hear from people who make it an annual thing.
Exactly. A special tradition.
But what about wine lovers at different levels? Is it intimidating for beginners or maybe too basic for connoisseurs?
That's a really good question. And honestly, they seem to manage that balance pretty well. If you're new to wine, you can learn the basics, try different things. If you're a serious collector, you'll find those rare vintages and get to talk directly with winemakers.
So it caters across the board?
I think so, yeah. The range of wines and the access to experts means there's depth for everyone, regardless of where you are on your wine journey. It's approachable, but deep if you want it to be.
And what about food lovers? It's not just wine, right?
Oh, absolutely not. It's a huge draw for culinary adventurers. The demonstrations, the chef tastings, the careful pairings. If you love fine dining and seeing how food and wine interact, it's paradise. You might discover, like, how a specific cheese just transforms a particular red wine. Those moments are great.
And then there's the history aspect.
Definitely. For anyone interested in architecture or the Gilded Age, just being in Rosecliff is a treat. It's such a stunning piece of Newport's heritage.
Right. And I remember reading a quote from wine blogger Melissa Thompson, something about it being sophisticated but not stuffy.
Yes, that's a great point she makes. Sophisticated without being stuffy. They've really cultivated an atmosphere that feels elegant, but also welcoming. You don't feel out of place, whether you're a seasoned pro or just exploring.
That's important.
And it can be practical, too. If you like hosting, say, wine and cheese nights at home, you'll definitely pick up some pro-level ideas here to elevate your own gatherings.
Okay, let's get practical. Insider knowledge time. What not to do or what to skip. You mentioned shoes.
Oh, absolutely. Ladies, please skip the high heels. Stilettos sinking into that historic lawn. Not a good look, and frankly not comfortable. Stick to wedges, block heels, or stylish flats.
Good call. What else?
Heavy perfumes or colognes. Big no-no. It really messes with your ability to smell the wine, and honestly, it affects others around you too. Keep scents minimal or skip them altogether for the tasting events.
Right. Interferes with the aromas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, avoid super casual stuff like gym clothes or beach flip-flops. It's an elegant event. And try not to be late for scheduled things like seminars. They often start right on time.
Okay, so if not stilettos and sweatpants, what should people wear? What's the dress code vibe?
Think coastal chic or maybe resort formal. For ladies, that could mean flowing sundresses, maybe a chic jumpsuit or smart separates. Gentlemen often go for linen blazers, Maybe lightweight sport coats with chinos, or even nice dress shorts.
Sounds comfortable but polished.
That's the idea. Accessories can be fun, too. Wide-brimmed hats look great and are practical, or some unique jewelry.
And what essentials should be in your bag?
Definitely sunglasses and good sunscreen. There's not a ton of shade out on those lawns. Your phone or a camera, obviously, for pictures. Maybe a light wrap or jacket for evenings. You can get breezy by the ocean. Oh, and maybe some business cards if you plan to network.
Smart. Any strategy tips for navigating the festival itself? Especially that big grand tasting on Saturday.
Yeah, a few things. Try to arrive at least 30 minutes before your first event starts. Gives you time to park, get settled, without rushing.
Good buffer.
During the grand tasting, it's usually best to start with lighter wine sparklings, whites, before you move into the heavier reds. Gives your palate a better chance.
Makes sense.
And take breaks. Use the water stations. Grab some bread to cleanse your palate. Don't feel like you have to taste everything. Maybe look at the list of wineries beforehand. Pick your priorities.
Pace yourself.
Absolutely. Pace yourself. Stay hydrated. It's about savoring the experience, not racing through it.
Okay, final big topic, accommodation. Where should people stay? Newport gets busy, right?
Oh, incredibly busy.
Yeah.
Booking early is crucial. I'd say 6 to 8 months in advance isn't overkill, especially for festival weekend if you want the best choice in rates.
Wow, okay, so plan ahead. Any recommendations for luxury stays if you want to go all out?
For top-tier luxury, the Chandler at Cliff Walk is pretty iconic. It's a 19th century mansion itself, amazing ocean views right at the start of Cliff Walk. Hotel Viking is another classic, historic, elegant, good location near downtown. And the Vanderbilt is gorgeous too, a restored Gilded Age mansion right in the heart of things.
Those sound suitably grand. What about options that are maybe a bit more moderate but still nice?
Sure, the Atwater is a great boutique option, stylish, contemporary, usually a bit more budget conscious. The Newport Harbor Hotel and Marina is another good one, right on the water, close to downtown.
Good to have options. Any advice on where in Newport is best to stay for festival access?
Location-wise, staying near Bellevue Avenue where Rose Cliff is or in the downtown Newport area is probably most convenient. You're close to the festival, but also near shops, restaurants, other attractions.
Makes sense.
And one more tip, always ask hotels if they have any festival weekend packages. Sometimes they include transport, which is handy.
Yeah.
And check the official festival website too. They often list partner hotels, maybe with special deals.
Great advice. So, wrapping this all up, when you really boil it down, what makes the Newport Mansions Wine and Food Festival 2025 stand out?
I think it's that perfect blend, that mix of history, elegance, and really top-notch modern indulgence. From stepping onto those grounds to that last sip at the brunch, it's just a multi-sensory thing.
Yeah, it feels like more than just the sum of its parts.
Exactly. And the 20th anniversary is poised to be extra special. It's honoring 2 decades of wine excellence in arguably one of America's most beautiful coastal settings. That combination, the wine, the food, and that absolutely unique Gilded Age backdrop, you just can't replicate it somewhere else.
So here's something to think about as we finish. When you put history, luxury, and this level of culinary skill together in one place, what personal aha moment might you have? What new favorite wine might you stumble upon?
And maybe think about how experiencing that blend of past grandeur and present pleasure could spark ideas for your own celebrations, your own appreciation for fine living, long after you've left those beautiful lawns at Rosecliff.